Hello class, and welcome to week 4, and I wanted to spend the first minute and a half here just going over briefly the assignments for this week, specifically the work design project. Now I just want to make sure everyone is clear with understanding that work design is essentially a theory or way to organize the structure of your organization. And when you look at the different approaches that you can take, we have the engineering approach, the motivational approach, and the socio-technical approach. Those are different, again, work design theories. Now what I want to make sure that you do is you actually research those theories, and then you choose one, and then you do the assignment based on that. I've had some students in the past who saw things like, ooh, motivational design, and they pretty much just went for doing a whole PowerPoint presentation on motivation and motivation theory. Well, motivation and motivation theory are not necessarily what we're looking for in terms of a motivational approach to work design. So make sure that you understand that we are looking specifically at work design. A couple examples would be how an organization sets their goals, how they do reward setting in an organization, what kind of reward structure do they have, how do they, again, motivate or encourage people to succeed. We're looking at the work environment, and we're also looking at work behaviors. And so there's a certain structure that's set up that an organization will say, this is our work design, this is our structure that addresses, again, goal setting, reward setting, work environment, work behaviors. It impacts work behaviors. And so for this assignment, there's 3 different approaches that you can take, and each of those approaches focuses on presenting your work design in a certain fashion. And so you're going to have to do a little bit of research there on your work design approach, and then you're going to be able to present. So make sure, again, you read all the instructions, have your APA citations ready to go, and make sure you do at least the minimum amount of slides for that, and also you're supposed to be doing a voiceover as well. So I just wanted to clarify that. Also, I am leaving with you in the video section. There's going to be 3 different videos on organizational development interventions, and so that's one of the topics that we're talking about today. There's a printout that you're supposed to read that is called Organizational Development, or OD Interventions. It talks about what type of organizational development intervention do you need for your organization. So this printout, I think, is about 6 or 7 pages. I printed it off here, and it goes into a little bit of depth about the different change designs in OD interventions. So that'll be hopefully beneficial to you as you're doing this project. It goes a little bit more in depth than what you're going to be doing for your project, but I wanted to also lay the framework to understanding some other subsets to OD interventions. And so I did a little presentation for you that focuses on a few different OD interventions. And so the first one that I have for you is called organizational confrontation meetings. So what are those organizational confrontational meetings? What are they about? What do they address in terms of OD intervention? Number 2 is intergroup relations. So talking about what that is and why that's important. And then the last one is large group OD interventions. And so it kind of gives you some strategies for that. So hopefully some of these things you'll be able to implement in your own organization. Again, they tie along with this printout that you have, but they're not necessarily linked together. They're more apples and oranges when we're looking at OD interventions. There's such a vast network of things that you can talk about with interventions, because you first have to figure out what's going on in the organization, and then you have to figure out how you're going to intervene into assisting with those challenges and finding solutions. And I wanted to leave with you, again, those 3 things. So again, we have organizational confrontation meeting, the intergroup relations technique, and then also the large group intervention. So hopefully those are beneficial to you. You don't have to watch those videos if you don't want to, but again, to gain more insight into the things that we're learning this week, I hope you enjoy those. All right, thanks, and have a blessed day.